The South African corporate and private sector will not escape the effects of the demotion to junk status. The South African National Roads Agency has delayed its return to the bond market amid concern that it would struggle to attract investors. The agency had planned to approach the bond market in May but postponed a debt issue following the sovereign's downgrade to sub-investment grade by S&P Global Ratings and Fitch. The announcement comes as Transnet raised only 20 million rand of a planned amount of 200 million rand on April the 10th by tapping existing bonds. The concern about the debt issue is the cost implications.
And what's just unfolding with Sanral is a result of this downgrade. People are now beginning to see that the downgrade negatively impacts on our ability to raise funding. And the postponement by Sanral, it's one example of why the downgrade is not good for the country. And I think those that have been criticizing those who were against the downgrade should now begin to really see the real consequences of a downgrade.
Transnet raised 300 million in March by tapping existing issues. The Development Bank of Southern Africa and the Land Bank were among other state-owned enterprises that had successful private placements in the first quarter. However, Linzwane says no sector will be spared if it considers a debt issue at this moment.
It's not going to be easy for the state-owned enterprises to raise capital. It's not going to be easy for the country to raise capital, and even if we continue to see the flows, and we've continued to see money coming into the South African bonds, the fact of the matter is we are paying a higher price than we did previously. And I think right now the yields have risen so much that even these state-owned enterprises, when they raise capital, they are going to have to raise it at a higher yields and pay more interest towards raising that capital.
Malusi Kigaba is on an international roadshow this week to try restore investor confidence in South Africa. It is hoped that this may quell the skepticism about the South African bond market. Analysts say investors may reconsider the fragile market when the sentiment improves.